You know that inclined planes are simple machines which help us lift heavy objects up the inclined plane. So let's solve a sum using inclined plane. Let's read the problem. Here a man is trying to lift these big oil drums into the truck by help of a tilted flat surface or an inclined plane. So this is the inclined plane that the man is using to lift up the oil drums. Now each drum has a mass of 60 kg. Suppose this oil drum has a mass of 60 kg and the plank is 4 meters long. This inclined plane is 4 meters long and the back of the truck is 0.8 meters above the ground. That is, this height is 0.8 meters. So what do we need to find out? First of all, we need to find out how much force is needed to lift an oil drum into the truck directly. That is, without the use of the inclined plane. So what is the information given to us in this problem? The mass of each oil drum is 60 kg and we know that acceleration due to gravity which acts on any mass is 10 meter per second square. So the force which is needed to lift an oil drum directly without using the ramp would actually be the weight of the oil drum. That is the weight. And the weight can be written as mass into acceleration due to gravity, or G. So multiplying the mass into acceleration due to gravity, we get 600 Newton. So the force which is required to lift the oil drum directly without the ramp is 600 Newton. Now what is the second question asked? Here, calculate the mechanical advantage of the inclined plane. Now for calculating the mechanical advantage, we need to make an assumption. The assumption is that the inclined plane does not experience any frictional force. That is, there is no frictional force between the inclined plane and the oil drum. In this problem, it is given that the length of the inclined plane is 4 meters and the height of the back of the truck from the ground is 0.8 meters. So, inclined plane is 4 meters and this height is 0.8 meters. So, what will be the mechanical advantage? Mechanical advantage, you know, is L by H. That is length of the inclined plane by the height of the inclined plane, which in this case would be 4 divided by 0.8, which is 5. And as you know, mechanical advantage do not have any unit. We'll only represent it with the numerical value. What is the third question asked to us? Find out the force needed to push the oil drum into the truck using the plank. We have already found out that the force which is needed to lift the oil drum directly into the truck without the inclined plane is actually the weight of the oil drum. But how about the force needed to push the oil drum using an inclined plane? Here also we make an assumption that no frictional force is acting between the inclined plane and the drum. And you know that the mechanical advantage of any machine is the ratio of its load is to effort. The load, that is the weight of the oil drum, we have already found out to be 600 Newton. So we need to find the effort or the force that is needed to lift the oil drum using the inclined plane. We already know that mechanical advantage is 5 and load is 600. So effort can be found out using load by mechanical advantage, which is 600 by 5, which comes to 120 Newton. And effort, you know, is force. So it is denoted by Newton, which is the SI unit for force.